Welcome back, you guys. Today I'm coming at you as Pro Recall the Clown, and no, that doesn't mean I'm wearing a Newcastle kit, but I'll be bringing you today another set of the 10 best filters on FC25 right now, so you can make millions of coins. Now, if you do enjoy the video, drop a like down below. If we get 50 likes, I might wear the clown costume again, and of course, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. But let's get into it. Do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby. Do you want to be playing with the best players in the game like this, and not be stuck with teams like this? Okay. Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or the type of weekend league boost you need, and enter code PRORECOIL for 10% off of your order. So I'm going to try use different nations, different leagues, and different special cards to give you an array of filters and of course different budgets. Now, first of all, we do have Trailblazers. Of course, these got released yesterday, which means there's already been an initial dip on these cards. I mean, Minziga, I think it is, I got yesterday, I believe, and sold him on for, I think it was like 70,000 coins when I packed him. There were some people bidding at 90. So there has been some huge ups and downs in these cards already. We've got the likes of Duran, who looks really nice. You've got Stanway there, but there's a few filters we can make of it. First of all, England. We've got 3 players from England, one of them being, of course, the coldest player in the Premier League with an incredible price. I'm so surprised that he's actually going for that much. It's going to make the road to glory a bit tough, but with the other 2 being much cheaper, we can start off with them. Now, if you don't have the budget for either of these 2, don't worry. This is not going to be the cheapest filter in the video. It's just the first one. So first of all, we're looking at around 120,000 coins for seemingly near both of their prices. If we pop this up to 190, let's just have a look if hemp comes in there. So hemp comes in at about 130, really not that far off the price of Stanway here. So very, very close in terms of pricing. Realistically, Stanway at 120, EA tax, if we sell her at that, is going to be 5%. So 6,000 coins. Realistically, if we pop this down to 110, you're making 4K a card. Now you look, it's not incredible profit. It can be increased. All you've got to do is pop that down to, if you snipe at 104, you'll be making a decent bit more. You'll be making that further 6K, making 10K a card. So I could go down there and I'd guarantee myself 10K per card, but less cards are going to show up. Whereas with this one, I know that I can see a few more cards, hopefully win a few more snipes, and of course, we walk away with overall probably more profit in that scenario because we're still going to see those ones at that lower price. We've missed the 90K because I was looking at the camera, so I'm going to blame you guys for that one. We're going to try and hit some compare price off of this 114 because I do think that it's going to be easy to get one of her. I don't think that at 110, she's going to be very much like watched. I really do think we can snag a good little snipe. Anything between 1 and 110. I think that 90 is just unfortunately a bit unrealistic. It's near that sort of higher end of the profit. Nearer, I don't know what her minimum is, but obviously it's closer to her minimum. So it's going to get botted. That's just the reality of some of those snipes. And if I'm looking at the camera, it's not going to happen. So the next nation we're going to try is going to be Spain. A lot more of an array of players here. Of course, we've got Bonmati on the higher end. We've also got Lorente, who I can imagine in game is an absolute master. This card has been insane on the lower end of things with his base card. I think those rolls, unfortunately, don't really do it for me, but I can imagine the card is going to be very good. We've even got a goalkeeper, which is nice to see. They do get excluded from some promos, so it's nice to see that we've at least got one. This is a lot cheaper down at the kind of 35K range. We've got here, as you can see, a few of these guys at around 38, it seems. It seems about right to say 38 for these ones. Obviously, if we have a look at their minimums, it should be far under. You can see Joan Garcia can go for as low as 27 there. So 38, seemingly, the price on these ones is difficult to gauge. Oh my god, that was 23. That was, where is it? We missed a 23K snipe. That is absolutely going right. We need to get to the sniping start. So 38, roughly 2K EA tax. That's the easiest way to work it out. It's near 40, so it's basically a 2K EA tax. We want to be picking up anything 35 and under. So realistically, if we can get ourselves a 34, we're laughing. If we could have got that 20, we would have been absolutely laughing. That would have been nice as well. There is definitely a good opportunity to get some real good snipes off these ones. We've seen 2 good ones already. We've missed a really good one. We've just made ourselves just over 1,000 coins off of this one, which is very nice. I'll absolutely take that. 38 for the listing. Can we get another one? Oh, we missed a 31. Heading over to the icon section, going for England. You would think that there would be some cheaper guys in here. And yes, we do have the likes of Wright, we have Scholes, we have Shearer, we have Lineker, but they are nowhere near as cheap as they used to be. The minimum is 67,000 coins on these guys. If we go to 100K, there is none of them anywhere near minimum, even though they're all pretty useless in game because of how much they impact chemistry right now. So these guys are going to have a good price, I think, across the whole year, icons as a whole anyway, because they simply are better than they've been before. The chemistry implications, obviously the same as last year, but seemingly is sort of coming to light more. And right now we have less icon SBCs than we did at this time last year. Now the EA tax is going to be about 5k. You want to realistically go down to about 95 for these guys. You can go 97, as it says there. You're making 3k a card roughly. It'll be a little under 3k as it's 105, not 100, so you'll be looking at like 2.7 or something like that for the profit. Not bad at all. Obviously there could be better. You've got a good array of cards here. You've got, like I said, Shearer, Lineker, Scholes, and you've got a good chance at getting them. The main thing that you've got to worry about here is competition. You will find that potentially on the lower end of these English icons there should be a few people going for these, but hopefully we can bat them away and we can make our bloody profit. That's of course the aim here. We should be able to get a few of these and absolutely cook. Compare price is always going to be a good way to pick up cards like this. The problem is right now there won't be being a lot of packs open, so I'm actually doing this at, I mean, it's 10 in the morning, 10:30. It is a Saturday. It's not prime time for packs to be open, so I'm surprised that we've seen as many cards as we have so far. It's probably likely that we're going to struggle on a filter like an icon filter, because of course an icon filter requires packs realistically to be being opened or people to be really shelling off their team, and that's not going to happen on the early times in a Saturday because it just simply isn't the way the game works. That's not when people choose to flog their team, but it should be a really good one for you, so make sure to try it out. We're going to go back to an old but gold filter, Premier League Chelsea Team of the Week. The reason we're going back to this is Palmer has had yet another card come out, which means his inform should have dipped a little bit more. So we've got here Jackson at 16k. It actually looks like for some reason they've both gone up in price. So you've got Jackson here. We've got a couple Palmers here, one at 16.5, which literally just went up, so we've been unlucky there. Realistically, Palmer's going for 18k, which is pretty crazy for there being an SBC that is still available now. It looks like Snipe, so we're going to pick that one up. That seems like a good deal for us. We'll pop that up for 17,750. I feel like it seems to be a fair amount for him. Get us some little profit, or 17,500 even. Yeah, that's fine. I thought we got him at 16.5. That's fine. 17,500. Obviously EA tax on that. We're looking at like 800 coins, something like that. So make a decent profit. 700 there, not bad. Now next up, we're going to go for Barca from Liga F. So not La Liga Santander. We are going for La Liga F. Now of course you do have one of the best cards in the game here in Hansen. She's not going to come up. You're mostly looking at Pajor and Walsh. Very, very similar in value. Very low end for the inform side of things. They really aren't very pricey at all. I would say Walsh is probably good in game. I know that Pajor definitely is. So there are two cards there that there is a lot of potential on. And looking at these guys, if we have a look, I mean, that 16 is probably a snipe. Realistically, 86 inform. We can probably get her flogged at 17.5, similar to Jackson as well. And that does make me think what might also be another, let's just have a look, another filter, Playstyles Plus. Remember guys, you have to switch this on for the Playstyles Plus filters. I feel like England Playstyle Plus inform, you've got Kane, you've got Walsh. Do we not have... Okay, so we don't have Palmer. It is a filter. It's not necessarily going to be the most beneficial right now. If we take away inform and go for special, that could bring a few more cards. So that's not a bad idea, actually. What we're going to do is, instead of having it the way we had it set up a minute ago, we're going to go special striker, England special, Playstyles Plus, because Kane, Shearer are both very similar price. So we could go for Inform Kane. So this is close to our icon filter. If you don't have the money for the icon filter, you've got Inform Kane here. You've also got Crouch as well. Actually, Inform Kane and Crouch are very close to value. Inform Kane goes for about 50k. So if we go down here, we can actually get both of them on a nice little filter. We've got the minimum for Crouch being about 35. So Kane being about, what, we say 50k really? Is he going to show up? Well, I suppose he'll show up at like 50, 60. Let's have a look. What's the cheapest we can get a Kane for? 56. I reckon you can get a Kane for 50k. So realistically, there's only 15k between them. That is also a very solid filter. Now, I had the unfortunate of packing this guy right now, which just made me realize these guys are cheap as hell. So what we're going to do is we are going to be picking up a set of some heroes as well. If we go for the base heroes, just the absolute bottom of what these guys are worth, I think they're actually at like below 22. As you can see, we've got Cahill here, literally 22,000 coins, the absolute brokiest of the heroes. 16k for our man Rickard. Very, very easy to make some profit on the bottom end here as well. People will list these cards a lot lower because they pack them. You see that hero flare, you get hyped up, you're gassed, you're thinking, oh my god, I've got a good player, and then Rickard comes up. Do you know what I mean? Like Rickard, you're fuming at that point. So of course you're gonna sell him for a lower value, which is why this is going to work. Now, another one, once again, Playstyles Plus. Make sure to flick it on, guys. Playstyles Plus, for heroes. The cheapest ones we've got, oh, Cahill is one. Now look, another one, guys, that really shouldn't be a banger, but is a banger. Goalkeeper, Premier League, they've both gone up. So Dudek, not as expensive as Howard. Howard is soared in the recent months. I don't know how it's happened, but he absolutely has. So Howard's gone absolutely crazy, which is mental, but very, very good potential for you to make a lot of coins off that guy. And of course, there is one more filter that this has reminded me of. We are going through a little bit quicker, guys, because I do, as you can see, have an event to be going to. We got Poland. We're going to go for special. We are going to go for striker and play styles plus. Now, I just want to see who we've got. It's got Lewa, we got Smolak. We do have we have Peugeot and Lewa on the low end. Now, if we can price out those bottom two, if we go for a minimum of 400,000 coins, what you can do, I think Smolek is worth, let me just have a look at this guy. I think he might be 300k. Let's just see if we can get, so Lewa's max seems to be around that 200 mark. Let's just have a look. Once you work out Lewa's max, which is, it's 320. Now, the problem is Smolak is literally like 340, I think. So you can get him. The problem is you'd probably sell him at 350. EA tax on 350 is going to be about, I mean, 10% would be 35, so it'd be about 17k. So you can still make profit. You're going to have to pick him up pretty much at the closest point to Lewa's price, which obviously we price out Lewa at 321. You're going to sell Smolak at 350. You've got EA tax. Realistically, you've got kind of this bracket here, so you've only got a 10k profit bracket on this one, which is a little bit disappointing. You could also pick up the better Lewa, which would be pretty crazy. Which brings me to our final filter, which I'm so dumb for not thinking of before, because I literally have him in my team. Total Rush, La Liga, Barcelona. How easy could it be? You've got both of these guys. Obviously, a little bit of a disparity in price at the minute. De Jong 1.4. How has that happened? But once again, another filter to make you coins. And the only thing you've got to do to say thank you is make sure to subscribe.